on a partly sunny and warm Monday morning in Northeast Ohio. I wasn't sure I was going to still be able to do the live. I didn't know if I had the gut strength coming off my surgery, but I'm good to go, and I'm feeling good. If I showed you my stomach right now, you'd probably all vomit on the camera because it looks like a bunch of miniature soldiers were having a war on there, and bombs were dropped. But I'm doing good and ready to go talking sports with you. Unfortunately, we're having some technical difficulties on Dustin's end, so that's why we're starting late and why he's not with us now. We'll try to get him on as we go along this morning. Thanks to everybody joining me this morning. It's good to be back. I did do a Guardian show this weekend, but back during the week for the first time. I'll be on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show tomorrow. I'll do another podcast here on Thursday, and I'll be on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show also Thursday and Friday. So, and then back to pretty regular, pretty much starting the end of this week. So, feeling good and ready to go. Thanks to everybody joining today, and we'll try to get Dustin in the mix here at some point. But if you're with us, I say thank you. Did we get Dustin? Or no?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's the
reboot that always works, man.
Don't jinx it yet. Don't jinx it yet. We've been having some technical issues here with my computer, and let me center myself up for you guys. And how about that?
There it is.
We're tech savvy over here.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
Who knew?
Adam, I haven't seen you. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. How you feeling?
I was just saying I'm feeling good. I did the live today. I had the stomach strength to do the live. I'm feeling good. I'm recovering nicely. A little frustrated because the last cut, like I'm weighing myself every day, which I know I shouldn't be doing.
Don't do that, dude. Don't do that.
And the last 3 days, I haven't lost much weight. So I'm like, I could say fuck here. What the fuck?
You can
I
say
was
that.
like, I expect to lose 3-4 pounds a day. I'm not eating anything.
Right.
And the last couple of days, it slowed up a little bit. So I'm a little frustrated, but which is silly.
Was the process, was it painful a couple of days after surgery or no?
Yeah. So I had the surgery, obviously, 11 days ago, I think, at this point, Thursday the 19th. And when I woke up from being out, I was completely out. Yeah, I was in the hospital. I was already in the hospital, but I was in my hospital room, I think. No, I was in a recovery room or whatever. And it was a little painful. It was never terrible. The only pain that was really terrible was the first few days after the surgery when I sneezed.
Ooh, really?
That was terrible. That was the first time I sneezed after the surgery. I screamed in pain like I don't think I've ever screamed before. It was like somebody stabbed me with a knife. That's what it felt.
Oh, my God.
I imagine it felt like. But besides that, yesterday I did a double sneeze and didn't hurt at all. So I could tell that my stomach's, recovering. But I haven't had any essentially I haven't eaten anything for 12 days.
Well, you're getting nutrients, obviously, but do you feel hungry?
It's not even that I'm hungry. I'm really not that hungry. There are moments where I'm a little hungry. It's just I want a different taste. I don't even want to eat. The idea of eating anything fattening right now, like a burger or something fatty or greasy, is gross. I want to eat a piece of chicken, a cucumber, a pickle, a nectarine.
Substance. Something with substance.
Just something that's different, because all I've eaten for the last 12 days is, eating protein water, basically, because I don't like the protein shakes.
Mm-hmm.
And then sugar-free Jell-O and sugar-free ice pops and a tiny bit of sugar-free applesauce and bone broth. That's all I've had.
Man, I'd be just give me an IV.
It's crazy. So it's supposed to be 3 more days. It's supposed to be Thursday that I can start having foods pureed. And I'm calling my doctor today, see if I can start a couple of days early, because I know some people have told me they started day 12, day whatever. So I'm going to beg her. Can I just have a can of vegetable soup pureed just to have a different taste in my mouth? Because I can't take it. I'm losing it mentally. But physically, I feel great. I have lost 35 pounds, since I started the pre-diet. So it's been, I think, 31 days or whatever. I've lost 35 pounds. It's a noticeable difference. Obviously, I got a long way and a long road ahead. But there's just so much I can eat. Like I had 8 ounces of bone broth for dinner last night, just plain broth, and I was full. Like I was gassy and burping from 8 ounces of just plain chicken broth. So it's great. I mean, it's gonna, in the long run, it's gonna be great. But I've been talking to my confidant is this guy Brandon. I give him a shout out. My guy Brandon, I can't think of his last name, Brandon Pearson. And he reached out to me before the surgery. He had it a year or so ago. And we've been going back and forth. And, whenever I have a question, I reach out to him and he goes, because I emailed him last night. I said, Brandon, I don't know if I could take this for another 3 days. Like, I'm losing my mind. He's like, dude, I get it. You're in the dark times. The last couple of days of liquids is the worst time of this whole period. So he's like, hang in there. Couple more days. So anyway, but I feel good. Thanks to everybody was looking out. But yeah, it was painful for a couple of days, and I hated, I don't like being in the hospital. But it was, I was on some oxycodone there for a couple of days. I mean,
get off those as soon as possible.
I did. I used it a couple times in the hospital, and I got out of the hospital last Saturday. Yeah. I used it one time last Saturday, and I haven't done any pain meds since last Saturday, not even Tylenol.
Good. They're addictive, and they make you feel really good.
Yeah.
They make you feel too good.
No, I'm aware. I was the first chance I was getting away from that.
Yeah,
so
good job.
Goodbye, in the garbage. See you later. So, anyway, but now it's time to get back to talking sports. I want to get to the Guardians. Obviously, the Guardians got their season going, but real quick on the Browns before we do two things. First of all, when we hear about these guys getting signed, you got to remember it's not official till it's official. And one of the Brown signings was a veteran defensive lineman named A.J. Epinesa, who had been with the Bills, and just found out yesterday that he didn't pass his physical, so he is not signing with the Browns. I don't know if you saw that.
But I was doing the research this morning. You sent the rundown. Okay, so I mean, it's not the end of the world.
It's not. He was just a piece, a rotational guy, but for him, it's probably the end of the world. Now he's going to have to sign a minimum salary contract. Not that he was getting so much from the Browns, but we'll see. The other thing is, I got to tell you, how many articles do we need on Myles Garrett's contract right now? Like, I get it. They're probably not going to trade him, but just because Andrew Berry says they're not going to trade him doesn't mean they're not going to trade him. It is what it is. But, like, every 10 seconds, let's break down what the change in the contract meant. I mean, the whole thing is crazy. I get it. He's a great player, but I'm kind of sick of hearing about it, even though I'm the one bringing it up right now.
I mean, somebody was saying that the Niners were interested or something, right? Did you see that?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I just don't think the Browns are going to trade him. And I get all the speculation. Look, it's just...
I would say this. Yeah. If the season gets off to a rough start, it's going to get noisy.
Oh, absolutely. They're not going to trade him now.
No. Right. They will not. They will not trade him now. And they probably won't trade him ever, to be honest with you.
Right.
But there's going to be noise across the league, and it'll be, you know how it is in our town. I mean, it's going to be loud.
Yeah.
If it's October 1st and the Browns are, have one win or something or no wins, that will be something that will be talked about. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe during the season, you could always potentially get a haul. They would get 2 first-round picks plus for Myles Garrett. There's no doubt about it. And next year's draft is the draft, like not just quarterbacks, but by all accounts, next year's draft is going to be one of the most loaded with talent we've seen in years.
Hey, speaking of draft, can I tell you something funny? I'll admit this.
Yeah.
I had no idea until yesterday. I was watching ESPN and saw the preview for the draft that it's in Pittsburgh. I had no idea it was in Pittsburgh this year.
I wouldn't have known it a few weeks ago. I saw something like a week or two ago. Yeah, because who's paying attention? Unless it's in your town.
No.
It used to always just be in New York, so it was always in New York. And now it's been bouncing around. And when it was here, we knew that. But, why would...
I just don't pay attention to that stuff anymore. Outside of, the first time that it went to Nashville, that was one of the coolest scenes.
Right.
when
and it was new being in another place. And yes, their setup was particularly cool.
Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, I wouldn't have thought it. Like
Pittsburgh will probably be pretty cool if the weather holds up and cooperates. I mean, Pittsburgh's such a great sight lines. I'm sure they'll have a pretty cool setup there in the city.
But Pittsburgh's like Cleveland. I mean, it could be 75 that day. It could be 25 that day.
Like today, it's supposed to be almost 70.
Right, and then 2 days it's going to be 30 degrees. So we shall see. All right, let's switch it up to the Guardians. Guardians get off to a 2-2 start on the West Coast. They'll play the Dodgers starting tonight. They obviously the biggest story is Chase DeLauder, who hits 4 home runs. In the first 3 games. Yeah, 4 home runs in the first 3 games. Then he breaks up the no-hitter yesterday. Obviously, bad game for the Guardians yesterday. He doesn't hit a home run. But he has created some electricity early in the season that the Guardians sorely needed, don't you think?
No doubt. I mean, this is it's funny. Like, I'm on a couple of group chats, and I'm like not the most diehard baseball guy. I never admit that or never say that I am or claim that I am.
Right.
However, like, people are talking about this guy. Like, in my group chats that mostly talk like football and tennis and stupid stuff like that. Like, we're talking about like highlights of Chase DeLauder and what this guy could mean for the future and certainly for this lineup. I think it's tremendous. I remember you talking about him during the offseason and certainly during spring training when he was tearing it up. And I'm like, okay, it's spring training. Like, let's see what happens when we get to the regular season games.
Yeah,
where pitchers aren't just out there working on stuff. And I mean, you couldn't ask for a better start.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The guy's an extremely talented player. I've been excited about him for a couple of years. The caveat's always been, can he stay healthy? Because he's gotten hurt every year. We hope for the best. It's been really cool that his family was out in Seattle. They went to them every time he got a hit, which was a lot. His at-bats are amazing. If you're a baseball nerd like me, even some of the at-bats where he's not gotten a hit, he has a very good eye at the plate, which is pretty unique for a young player. He's a special talent. He's got a great swing. Go back if you want to see what his swing looks like. Go back and watch Chase Utley, the longtime Philadelphia Philly who ended his career with the Dodgers. His swing reminds me so much of Chase Utley, and Chase Utley is a great player, Hall of Fame caliber player. So I'm comparing him to great players at this point. The talent is completely there. There's no doubt about it. Obviously, this pace that he's on can't be kept up.
No.
But he should be, if he's healthy, he should be. I expect him to be a contender, if not the winner of the Rookie of the Year this year.
Yeah, I mean, he can be an all-star for sure.
He's that type of player.
It's early, but I didn't realize how big he is, dude. He's a tight end.
Yeah, he's huge.
6'4", 235.
Yeah. And everybody, did you hear how everybody got shorter in baseball this year?
What do you mean?
Did you hear about this?
No.
So, because of the ABS system, which has been great so far.
Okay.
Have you noticed it a lot? I don't know how many games.
I mean, I've watched a few games, yes.
Yeah.
And obviously you and I talked about it during spring training, and I was asking you if they're going to use it for the regular season, and you alerted me because I'm not paying attention to it every day.
It's been great. It's been great.
I think it's cool.
Well.
Yep.
And by the way, I was wrong about something before the season. I thought you had a certain amount of challenges, and if you use them, you lose them. But if you get it right, you don't lose a challenge. You only lose a challenge if you get it wrong, which is good, which is the way it should be. I like it. But
how many total do you get per game?
Now I can't remember. I want to say 5, as long as you don't. Now I can't remember the exact number. It's new to me too.
And the batter can challenge and the manager, right?
No, not the manager. The batter, the pitcher, and the catcher. Mostly, it's the pitchers have not done it very often. It's for the most part been the catcher and the batter that have done it. The catcher, not surprisingly, is having much more success.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, I was watching the Cubs Nationals game yesterday, and there was a hitter on the Nationals, I think it was this guy, Nasim Nunez, who challenged. And the ball was almost right down the middle. But for the most part, they've been close. And I think this also shows us that the umpires nowadays do a very good job.
So
they get most of the calls right.
Right? The umpires?
Really good. I mean, they're over 90%. But this is going to correct a strikeout that shouldn't be, a walk that shouldn't be a walk.
Especially in the postseason.
Especially in the postseason. It's huge. It's worked well. It's very quick. They do it just like tennis, and it's created a drama moment like it does in tennis in baseball. The whole crowd is like holding their breath for a second.
They show it on the scoreboard.
They show it on the scoreboard. Yeah. Boom. You see it. They tell you exactly missed by 1/10 of an inch, whatever. And the most in baseball, it's going to be less than an inch or certainly not much more than an inch.
And everyone agrees upon it. You can't argue against.
There's no argument.
You can't. And, by the way, if even if the computer's happens to be wrong, because computers can be wrong sometimes. There's faulty technology. We have it in tennis too.
Yeah.
And everyone goes with it no matter what. You're like, okay,
that's
right.
It
is what it is.
The humans can be wrong too. So the computer's going to be wrong less. The reason I say everybody's shorter this year is because the strike zone is your height factors in, because that factors into how they create the strike zone with the computer. I don't know how that all works.
So do they put in your height then before?
Yes. So everybody had to get
everyone probably had to be measured properly,
yes,
right?
Right. Everybody had to be measured properly. So of course, just like in any other sport, guys inflate their heights in the thing.
Yeah, it's like going to the combine where like, okay, this guy's 6'3", we'll find out. He ends up he's 6'1.5".
Exactly. And there was a lot of that. But in Chase DeLauder's case, I mean, he's legit big. He's a large human being, and he's playing well. Obviously, the pitching overall was solid this weekend. Not great. The bullpen was mostly good, but not an amazing first time around the rotation, although they're not completely around yet because Parker Messick will make his first start against the Dodgers. But to go on the road to start the season against a very good Seattle team, against a Seattle team that is certainly a World Series contender, that's fine getting 2-2. Ciccone did not pitch well yesterday, and a couple of Northeast Ohioans, Dominic Canzone and Luke Raley, had big series for the Mariners. And so not a good game for the Guardians yesterday, but they split the 4-game set, and now they go into L.A. to play the Dodgers. I actually like the Guardians tonight. And if you happen to want to go on the Bet Rivers app, wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't like how, I know it's spring training. I don't like to get too carried away on spring training numbers. But if I'm the Dodgers, I'm concerned about their starter tonight. Roki Sasaki was a rookie last year. He struggled mightily in spring training. I know the Guardians' bats struggled yesterday, but I think they're going to break out tonight. They're plus 165 to win tonight. So I like the Guardians a lot. You know what? And then you want to take them on, if you take them on the run line at minus 129, but I think they're going to win. I got a good feeling about the Guardians tonight. So
I took them last night because I wanted to. Well, I knew we were doing the pod, and I knew you were going to talk us on the baseball, so I wanted to just lock in a little bit on the game. God, I hate you.
Sorry. Yeah,
so like the first game I actually watched every pitch was last night.
Yeah,
and it is what it is.
I didn't tell you to bet last night, but tonight I'm telling you to bet.
I know you did.
Tonight you can blame me if you lose, but folks, if you're getting into the swing of the baseball season, Bet Rivers in the bullpen giving you a bonus bet to give you a practice swing. Bettors in Ohio can get a $10 bonus bet to use on baseball when they enter the code ATB316 in the Bet Rivers app. Do it today, do it tomorrow, but do it. Download the Bet Rivers app, and when you do, enter the code ATB316. That code again is ATB316. Offer ends on April 12th. Must be 21 and in Ohio. Eligible players only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966. Let's see some questions from the folks. Last call with the Bull and Fox emojis. Spurs says, let's go. Eddie says, Bull, what's your first meal when you have no restrictions? I didn't want to think about that, Eddie. I want to just eat healthfully. I don't want to eat anything greasy or fattening. I'm sure I will at some point, but right now I'd love to be able to eat some brown rice with chicken breast. That would be.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably kill for a little bit of broccoli and rice right now.
Oh my God, for broccoli and rice, be amazing. The truther says I look thinner. I hope I do.
I was gonna say, when you said you're down 35 pounds, I was like, damn it. But then I'm like, you actually do look thinner already.
Thank you. Again, I got a long way to go. I'm still, listen, I was 360 pounds when I started this. My goal is to get to at least 230, if not down to 210.
Was that as heavy as you've been since you've been in Ohio?
Since I've been in Ohio, yes. It was the heaviest I'd been. I was, when I was younger, I was all the way up to 375.
You definitely were looking heavy.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad, but
it's okay, dude. It's okay.
I haven't been under 300 in about 7 years. So
I remember when you got under 300. You were like 280.
Yeah. So hoping to get there in the next month or so. So I appreciate all the support. I'm feeling good. Thank you.
Tatum was asking about you last night.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I know. He was
I
like,
appreciate it.
How's Bull doing? I'm like,
and how's his arm?
He got the cast off. He's doing good.
Nice. Just in time for the weather.
Starting his first tennis lesson tomorrow.
Oh, boy. And it begins.
We're on spring break, so we're going to try to get him going. We'll see what happens.
Let's see. Mr. Chairman of the board says, I've had to eat a diet like that. Bull, ask your doctor if you can add crackers to the broth. That always helped me. I know I can't eat crackers. I can't eat any like hard carbs like that for a while, nor do I want to. Let's see. What do we got here? Mr. Chairman of the board, our former hitting coach, Derek Shelton, was thrown out of a game over the weekend, arguing balls and strikes even with the ABS. I did not see that. How could you get thrown out of a game? It's the computer. What is he complaining about?
That is the dumbest thing. There had to be more to it than just
yeah,
that.
I'm going to have to see what happened. I hadn't heard about that.
Can't argue Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that is just funny. Let's see. I'd be ecstatic if the Guardians won 2 of 3 from the Hollywood Dodgers. So would I. Double K Creative, so glad you're back, Bull, and doing well. Thank you, everybody. Finally, real quick before we wrap up, Dustin, Cavaliers, 8 games left, 2 weeks left in the regular season. I can't wait for that to be over to get to the postseason. What's your confidence level on the Cavaliers right now with the playoffs starting in 2 weeks?
I'm confident. Honestly, man, like I'm loving the way Strus has been playing.
Yeah.
You know, nice little addition.
He looks fresh.
Get Jared Allen healthy. I mean, the Harden trade's been just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Been phenomenal. It's a small sample size. I get it, but thank God we got him, because if we didn't have him, it'd be like dead man walking right now.
Yeah,
we have no chance.
Cavs are sitting in 4th place. They're a game and a half back of the Knicks for 3rd. I don't know if we want them to finish in 3rd, because then you'd have to play the Celtics in the 2nd round.
I'm more than happy to stay
in the 4th spot. They're not falling further back. They're 4 games up on Toronto. It's crazy, though. If you look at the 5 seed through the 10 seed, there's only 3.5 games separating 5 through 12. Raptors, Hawks, Sixers, Magic, Heat, and Hornets all really close. Those 6 teams will be, in some order, 5 through 10. There's no competition. We know the 20 teams that are going to the playoffs if you include the play-in. We just don't know in which order they're going to be, and we'll find out here in the final 2 weeks. And finally, the end of that UConn-Duke game, one of the craziest endings ever. Where does that rank for you in all-time endings?
So it's funny, you know, our boy who used to blow us off all the time from CBS Sports.
Oh yeah, John Rothstein.
Yeah. He's a really knowledgeable guy. We know that. So he was on the post-game show, and he was saying how that is an ending that we'll remember for the rest of our lives. And I'm like, thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, you're right. He said that play right there, and I agree with him. It's 92 Christian Laettner. It's Tyus Edney. You know, length of the court. I mean, it's a moment like that. This Mullins kid.
Yeah.
He's the one that got the steal, and then obviously the ball gets passed back to him, and then he hits like a 35-footer.
I think what makes it an all-time memorable is that the turnover happened first.
Yes.
If they just had the ball and he hit that shot,
because here's the thing.
Yeah.
Like my son, we were actually at this Mexican restaurant last night having dinner, and we're like eating at a booth in the bar.
Right.
And so the TV's up there in the bar.
Yeah.
And we're watching out of it, and Tatum's like, I think they were down 2, so it was 72-70.
Yeah, 72-70 Duke after the free throw.
And my son's like, I would love to see UConn win this game. I'm like Tatum, like they're down 2 with 10 seconds. They're gonna have to foul.
Yeah.
And you know, odds are they're at least gonna hit 1, if not 2. Then they're gonna have to go the length of the court. It's like not happening, bud.
Yeah.
The only way they win the game was a turnover.
Oh,
like
pretty much.
Only way. And
I guess if they fouled them and they missed both free throws, you know.
Yeah, but still, then you got to go the length.
You got to go the length of the court. Yeah.
Like not likely.
Just
So
insane.
It was the turnover, the sequence of events, and then hitting the shot with 0.4 on the clock. Like Bob, what's the Hurley name? Which Hurley is it? Bobby? Not
that
Bobby
hit the
Hurley.
shot or that
No,
the coach?
The coach Hurley. Coach
Is
Hurley.
no, Bobby Hurley was the guy.
Yeah, not Bobby.
The player.
It's the other. It doesn't
Why
matter.
the hell can't I
Coach
think?
Hurley. How about that?
Yeah.
He looked so stunned. It was hilarious.
Yeah, of course. It's funny for me because it's the two teams I hate. Well, yeah, I used to hate Georgetown.
I kind of like Hurley. To me, is
I can't stand him.
He's kind of an a-hole, right?
But I I hate Duke because Duke beat St. John's. Did you watch the Duke St. John's game?
I had a tennis match up in Cleveland,
okay.
so I missed it. But my son had St. John's winning the whole thing, so he was locked in.
St. John's was win. They were up by 10.
Yeah,
it was a great game, and the Boozer brothers, I wanted to punch them both in the face, especially the younger one.
They're good.
Not the younger, they're twins, but the one that the shorter one. He's got. And then Carlos Boozer in the crowd looking like an ass. I was so.
He still looks like he could play, by the way.
100% looks like he could play. Yeah. And I'm sure they're nice kids. I'm sure they just irritated me because they're playing my team and they beat them. But anyway, congratulations to UConn.
Who's winning it all for you? Who do you think?
Michigan, right?
They look like the favorite, don't they?
They look impossible to beat.
I mean, they just destroyed Tennessee. And I actually thought Tennessee had a chance. And I'm like, nope.
It's hard to pick against Michigan. I mean, obviously, UConn's been there.
I would like to see Illinois win.
Yeah? How come? Just because it's Big Ten and it's not Michigan?
They're a Big Ten that's not – they're like kind of a nondescript Big Ten school.
Yeah.
You know? Like –
I mean, Arizona's 38-2, and then nobody's talking about them at all, I feel like.
Arizona can easily win this thing.
I mean, both spreads are close, right? It's like 1 or 2 points, I think, in both games.
Let's just verify that because I actually didn't know.
Yeah, I think so.
So you're looking at
let me bring up
it's 1.5 in both. Yep. Illinois by 1.5 and Michigan by 1.5.
Yeah. So they're toss-ups. There should be good games. Looking forward to it.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today.
Good to have you back, Bull. Good to have you back, man.
Good to be back. Thank you. Dustin and I will be back on the podcast together on Thursday. I'll be on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show Tuesday, which is tomorrow, and then Thursday and Friday as well. Until then, we'll talk to you next time. Where else but right here in the bullpen with Bull and Fox. Brought to you by Bet Rivers. See you, everybody.